In today's ASMR one card pull, I'm going to be pulling from the Morbid Mirror Oracle. So let's go ahead and see what we have today. We have number 59. It says, "The time will pass anyways. Waste it or use it wisely. It's up to you." And this is Flying Hourglass. The flying hourglass effigy signifies that time flies and that death has come too soon, or sooner than expected. It's a representation of how quickly time seems to pass by during our lives. Eventually, the sands of time must run out. The wings can symbolize both the flight into the afterlife as well as the speed of life passing us by. Sometimes the hourglass can be seen on its side as a visual representation of time having stopped for the dead. Advice: time flies by whether you waste it or use it wisely. It's up to you what you do with your time. And she has some questions. What are good uses for my own time? When have I felt like I was wasting my own time? What do I want to do that I keep putting off? And when have I experienced the feeling of time flying by? So for me, one thing that jumps out with me, the image, is the sort of almost like angel wing and devil wing at the top and bottom, but that was just sort of jumped out at me. But in terms of the questions, I'm going to answer some of them. When have I experienced the feeling of time flying by? I would say all the time. Sometimes I just feel like life is just flying by. I don't know how else to put it. Not like I'm missing out on a bunch of things, but just like, which I mean, I'm sure I am, but more just like, I guess more just afraid of death, like knowing it's coming at some point. And so it feels like time's flying to that. I don't know. What do I want to do that I keep putting off? I don't know that there is anything. Like, I don't have a lot of energy right now to do certain things. And the things that I want to do, it's not that I'm putting them off, it's that I don't have the ability, at least at the moment. And so that's something that I do think, some of these questions, I think, especially about death or like, are you using your time, I think can get really interesting in the context of things like mental illness or chronic illness, because there are things that you're not putting off, but or might be beyond your realm of ability, if that makes sense. So sometimes I don't find those questions off-putting as much as I'm like, I don't really know how to even answer that question. But I do think I could answer the others. When have I felt like I was wasting my own time? I think I feel that way when sometimes, like at night, I might, watch some YouTube videos. And I don't mean like ASMR or something like that, but just some sort of like BS videos. But I also don't always know that that's wasting time. Sometimes you just need time to just have a little laugh or whatever. So I don't know. What are good uses for my own time? I think these days I'm trying to use the time and energy that I have to try to get more energy. If that makes sense. So like I'm in the process of like recovering from things, and so a good use of my time is trying to do things that help that. And that includes like making these videos. I feel like they help me, whether or not they help anybody else. Like even this evening, like I was starting to get so panicky that it was like driving. My heart rate was in the 100 and something, shaky. But I know as I start to do these videos, I just start to kind of be here, be now. It's fun. something I can put out into the world. Even though I'm not the creator of these decks, it feels like an act of creation to make something like this and put it out there. So I feel like, yeah, so even something like this, I don't know. So I feel like time's flying by too quickly, but it's also kind of one of those things like, I don't know what I would change. I know there's things I wish were different, but I don't know what I personally would change that I'm not already at least trying to do, even if I'm not successful. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this card, as always, whether that's the image, the reading. If you'd love, I'd love it if you'd like to share. If not, no pressure. I appreciate you coming to this video today. I hope to see you again soon, and thanks for coming by.